heads-up play there by
That's Gabby.
Gabby. Yep.
See if we can set a nice little spike. That's Vitti to Van Beek, and here we go.
Okay, so right off the bat, again, I wasn't really sure, based on the record, right? Don't know a whole lot about Whitinsville, the Whitinsville Crusaders. They play in a different division, a different conference. They are ranked number 3 in that division, in Division 5, with a 9-5 record. But there's a big difference between Division 5 and Division 2, where the Clockers play. Vitti at the net, little trouble.
I think that's under the net. So it is interesting. Those that are 9-5, but we do have 3 teams that both teams played against. So both played against Nipmuc, Millis, and Grafton. Ashland went 3-0 against those 3, and Whitinsville went 2-1. So they both beat Millis, both beat Grafton. Whitinsville lost to Nipmuc. So interesting.
You're looking at common opponents. That's excellent work, Brian.
You know, this is what you do. When you're in between the game before this. I was surprised, but it was nice to see some teams that they at least have played against.
Good communication there by the Clockers, letting that one sail wide and out of bounds, so make it 4-1 Clockers here in the first set. Rose Berliner steps in to serve as Laney Early steps off for a quick breather.
You know, Rose last against Norwood, that second set, she, I think, had 6 or 7 straight points. Solid serving, probably one of her best that you and I have broadcasted together. See if she can keep up that momentum.
A miss hit there by the Crusaders leads to another Clocker point. Rose will serve again. Nice serve there as the Clockers continue to roll here in the first set. Glad to have you with us here on WACA, an unusual early 5 o'clock start time. And in fact, we started early. It still isn't even 5, but getting underway. Want to get that weekend going for these girls.
Yeah, nice 3-day weekend.
Yep. With an early release today.
I know, which I didn't realize until this morning.
Rose was late reading that one. Maybe a little miscommunication. She was going to have to go cover some ground to get there. A couple teammates closer. But ball dropped, so a rare miscue by the Clockers tonight. 6-2 now is their lead as Maria Ramos, one of the co-captains for the Crusaders and a senior, serves. Good hard serve. Rose equal to the task to Vitti. Over to Nicole. Too hot to handle.
Yeah, I think we're expecting a lot of those kills across court, left to right. Yeah, so it's interesting with the Crusaders. Only 4 seniors. But the rest of the squad are juniors.
That's
so
right.
It's
They're
an interesting
100%
mix.
upperclassmen. It's so rare. We've seen so many excellent freshmen in the other 2 games we've announced this season, Brian. And so, yeah, a little unusual to see a team that's all juniors and seniors.
Yeah, a lot of our freshman comments are going to have to kind of take a seat. I think our next broadcast is senior night on October 21st against Holliston. And can't remember if Holliston has any freshmen, but I'm expecting they'll have a couple of underclassmen. So I did a little research. So I think there's about 650 students that go to the Crusaders, and that's K through 12 near Northbridge, which I believe is one of my favorite golf courses. Shiny Rock. That ball went a little bit long, where we had our first Ashland Clocker Club golf tournament.
Yeah, it's a beautiful course.
Yeah,
it's a beautiful
gorgeous course. Regardless how we score, right?
Well, what did Mark Twain say? That golf is a good walk spoiled?
Is that what he said?
So point there for the Clocks. Another excellent kill by Nicole Chin.
Yeah, nice set from Vitti. We got Isabel. Always a very tough server to return. Just we'll get into some baseball stuff. Like a good baseball pitcher can change things up a little bit. I think that's what Isabel brings to the court, or brings to the table. That might have been going in. I think that was probably a smart play.
I think it was the right play.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think she still kind of got caught in between.
A little bit, yeah.
Kind of a half-hearted one-arm attempt at that.
Yeah. I think last time or our first broadcast, she had a couple of those one-arm dig outs. So Who do we got here? Number 3, Julia Monterio, junior. Apologize if we're mispronouncing any of the names. Talking about Rose, right back to her.
Some quick hits by the Clockers,
Yep.
but the Crusaders recover. Clockers with another attempted kill.
Great dig by the Crusaders libero. It's number 29.
That one dropped in. Well played by the Crusaders there. They're on a little bit of a roll right now.
And we actually don't have a 29 on our roster, so I know sometimes with when the teams change their colors for pinks, they might not always have, so I'm not sure the name of the libero.
Yeah, we did not get positions from this roster pregame. So we're strictly going off of names, numbers, and year in school.
Yeah, you know, I was talking to one of the parents on the Crusaders and just, you know, spreading the news with the broadcast. He actually talked about that. She remembers us from our baseball communication, so I'll see if we can maybe find out who 29 is.
Okay, so Nicole with some excellent kills early on and a terrific serve right there for a quick point for the Clockers, up 11-5 now here in the first set.
Yeah, you know, last game against Norwood, we had Nicole and then Laney. Two of our freshmen going back-to-back, so I'm kind of expecting the same thing. And now we have some of the family crowd coming in. Again, very early start that started early, as Josh mentioned.
Should also mention, Brian, some kind of an accident, some kind of police action in downtown Ashland, in Ashland Center, right around the train tracks, right around John Stone's. So causing all kinds of traffic congestion around the greater Ashland area.
That ball's going a little bit deep. I know we have one other Ashland varsity game here. I think that's the field hockey team. They're playing, I know you'll get into some of the, I think they're playing Wayland tonight.
Yep, that game is in progress against Wayland.
So
we can catch up with all of Clocker Sports Nation between sets.
See, Isabel 2 early.
Looked like early reached way back for
a little reach action.
That one.
But it worked.
Yep, a little intimidation there at the net.
Yeah.
Crusaders choose not to play, but we've got a timeout on the floor. So 14-5 for the Clockers here in the first set.
First timeout. You know, last game we had about 6 or 8 timeouts. So it was a heavy timeout game. I think
especially
both coaches.
By Norwood especially.
By Norwood.
Okay, so really quick, let's check in with both these teams we're watching here tonight. For Ashland, they are now number 12 in the MIAA Division II power rankings. That's up 6 spots from last week, Brian. They're playing at Lincoln Sudbury Tuesday at 4:15. Then they host Westwood Friday night at 6:30. For Whitinsville, the Crusaders, as we mentioned at the top of the broadcast, 9-5. But since they started the season 3-0, they've been pretty much a 500 team ever since. They are number 3 in the Division V power rankings. And again, as we mentioned, 4 seniors, 9 juniors on this 13-person roster. They will host Notre Dame Academy in Worcester on Tuesday.
Got it. Now they're coming in with, so they started the season 3-0. They are now on a 2-game win streak. So,
but they had two losses before that and 2 wins before that. So really, it's been a roller coaster season for the Crusaders. Following that 3-0 start.
And this week, Ashland beat Norwood Dedham and lost on Tuesday to Shrewsbury. So.
Okay, tipped at the net. We've got a net violation called on the Clockers. Tight call there.
Yeah. Have to look at the replay, just to kind of educate myself on how or why.
Look right in the middle of the net there on the replay. Meanwhile, live action, Lucy Gaudiano Jr. serving for the Crusaders. Looked like there's a little miscommunication on the back line. Oh, Isabel, the smart play to go direct instead of going for the third hit. Crusaders scrambling a little bit. Now so are the Clockers, and it's the Clockers that lose the point.
Yeah, so what happened on that point, we were able to look before. They one of our players did cross over the line, so that's what that call was. So good call by the ref. Which they go in the blue and blue. First time we've had back-to-back same colors by our refs.
For our broadcast.
For our broadcast, yep. Great set.
A little touch. Answered by the Crusaders. Deflected at the net, and Nicole can't quite get a hand under that to keep it alive.
You know, we're talking about the timeouts. I think that was a very smart and effective timeout. Since that timeout, that's at least 3 points in a row. So. Oh, wow, what good dig.
And
But
out of
yeah.
bounds, but a great dig nonetheless.
Yeah.
So, Brian, in our last broadcast, you were all over. You're really excited about the Ashland Libero jersey. Looking for it on Fanatics.com. We're seeing it, getting another view of it today. Now, of course, as Quinn Herter heads off to the sideline. But what about the Crusaders Libero jersey? Which one do you like better?
So I'll just say this. That's why I didn't have it, because Quinn apparently I knew she had to wear it today, so I didn't want to get into a competition and deal with it.
No offense to you. I don't think the two of you wear the same size jersey.
You never know. You never know. But listen, I'm not being biased. I do like our Libero shirt, just the way the pink and the sides, whatever that. I'm sure there's a term for that.
This, the piping.
Is that what? Yep. And oops.
Yeah.
I think they heard us talking about it and got confused. So that's Libero 29. Don't have a name, but I think it's just maybe that might not be her actual number on the team. So we'll try and figure that out. But I do like the black and the pink shorts too.
Big hit, too hard. We saw a little bit of that from KK Burns. I don't know if it was the last game of the one before, but definitely like early on, trying to find that arm slot.
Yep.
Just hitting a little hard, a little strong.
And the other thing, because I'm so aware of attire, their Libero is wearing a black shirt, pink shorts. The rest of the team is pink shirts, black shorts. So
perfect
perfect
opposites.
It is.
It's a deep free ball,
and
Rose wisely lets it go. So finally breaks the Libero serve. Ashland gets the ball back.
And we know about opposites. One of our favorite characters, George Costanza, when he was doing the opposite. That's when he was on. That's when Elaine and him were the opposite. And
yep.
So being opposite's always a good thing.
So the two of them were opposites. What did that make Jerry?
Even Steven.
Jerry was even Steven.
Yep.
Correct.
I don't remember Kramer, if anything. I don't think Kramer had any.
Kramer's always
Kramer. Yeah, it's neutral. It's all. The whole $20 threw out the window and
found it in the jacket pocket. Very good.
There's a lot you can test me on. Seinfeld, unless it's after, before season 3. But that was a good try, though. Let's see, Quinn, to Vitti, to Van Beek.
You can't. How do you defend that? How do you defend that?
I think it was, wasn't the best serve. Went right to her and just. When Vitti can just do a little touch on that, it just gives Gabby, unless you block it. You got to have 2 blockers up there.
I just don't know if this Crusader team has the height. They have not been challenging at the net.
No.
So here's Rose. Running serve. A little bit of a knuckle on the way down. Rose digs out to Vitti, to Nicole. Too hard.
Too hard. Way right. So it's interesting. A lot of the teams there, every team has different numbers. Ashland has 2 JV teams, 1 varsity team. Crusaders have only 2 teams. So after the JV game, they actually had a practice game as well.
Okay, so here's Maria Ramos for the Crusaders.
Good
Big
serve. Yeah, really good serve.
Okay, so Quinn couldn't quite handle that one. Point goes to the Crusaders, and suddenly this is a 3-point set.
Again, that effective use of timeout. It's coaching.
Well, so far for the Clockers, Coach LeBay happy to just be a spectator.
Good serve, great dig by Rose.
Oh, a little lefty action there by Van Beek.
Video, let's see, Tycia. A lot of spin on that. Should have a chance to get a good set over here. Nice dig by Tycia. Nice kill, good dig.
Terrific dig by the Libero there. Rose steps up. Vitti played that beautifully. Beautiful set.
That's the second time in 3 points when Herter, Vitti, Van Beek. So we just need like a little song, a little.
Like Evers to Tinkers to Chance?
Something, yeah. And Herter, after that great dig, gets the serve. She had also, besides Rose, had a great serving day. It was our silver winner last week, or Monday, I should say.
So, by the way, just a reminder to our live audience here on YouTube, on the WACA channel on YouTube, we are monitoring the live chat. Brian and I are both monitoring, so if You want to give a shout out? You want to make a comment? Let us know how we're doing or anything we can improve on, or perhaps the pronunciation of a player name. Go ahead and put it into the chat. We'll be happy to give you a shout out. We'd like to acknowledge Clocker Nation coast to coast and around the world.
Definitely. So number 12, that was by Maria Ramos. That left arm must be hurting because that was an incredible spike by Nicole and just a great dig by number 12. Ashland got the point, but I think that's I think that the coach watches that replay.
It was a hard-fought point. I mean, that was one of the longer volleys we've seen so far today. Here's Isabel. Oh, that's trouble. Good recovery, free ball.
Isabel doing her thing.
Nicole hitting deep, quick to flush at the net. Well played. Is that going to be 4? Guess not.
Nope.
Okay, I think the first one must have been a deflection at the net. Play continues here. From the corner, Vitti tries the cross court. Good recovery by the Crusaders. Another long quality volley going here. Vitti feeding cross court to Nicole for a free ball.
Good little try by Nicole. Took some off.
Oh, I heard that slapped on the floor.
I
Sounded
did.
painful.
It's not the slap you want to hear.
Nope, great effort though. Great effort and just terrific play by both teams there. Like there were moments you thought either one of those teams is going to win the point.
Excellent defense. And again, very smart, effective use of that timeout. Since that timeout, I think their team has kind of risen a little bit, playing some strong defense. Ashland's up 19-16. First set, best out of 5, which we'll talk a little bit later about what best out of 5 means to Josh and I.
Gonna work that in every chance you get. Oh, tough break there for Laney early. She tipped it on top of the net. It rode the cord and just fell out of bounds.
I don't think you can do that if you try. Like, now, is there an over/under, Josh? The last time you got your stack cup knocked over once, almost twice. Do we have an over/under? How many times it's going to hit that stack cup? Should we say once, maybe?
Well, you got it. 1.5.
1.5. That's a good point.
Deep.
Very deep.
Okay, so what had started looking like was going to be a cakewalk first set for the Clockers has gotten very tight here, though the Clockers just picked up the point to make it a 3-point lead here in the first set.
We got Nicole serving again. We'll go the freshman. Nicole, then early.
This is trouble.
Good serve. Good serve by Nicole. Now, last week it was interesting when we were on the left side, our right side. A lot of her serves kind of went out a little bit, so she took a little bit of off. That's a great serve.
Okay, another timeout here on the floor. The last one that Whitinsville called proved fortuitous.
Yeah. Aha.
So another timeout here, 21-17 Ashland in the first set. You are watching Ashland Girls Varsity Volleyball on WACA.
On a late afternoon, not evening game, late afternoon. There's a lot of games across the board are a little bit earlier this year, with the exception of football. Field hockey, some of the soccer games, volleyball games are going before 6:30, 5 o'clock game. Happy that, Josh and I had the chance to talk to everyone, talk to each other. Again, we've got some fun things coming up a little bit later besides the dad joke.
We are ready, by the way, whenever you want to hear it. Tonight's dad joke is in the queue.
It's in the queue. We will get people get them ready, prepare for that. So 21-17, Nicole again.
Looking to ice it for the Clockers. Strong serve, answered by the Crusaders.
Almost a collision by Isabel and KK, but...
Nice touch shot by the Crusaders.
Yeah.
Found the good spot. And once again, the timeout. Well played by Coach Penning of the Crusaders.
I saw Coach Penning warming up a little bit. You could tell she definitely played in her day.
Good set here. Oh, way too hard.
A little long.
So KK still trying to find the range from that top left corner.
Yeah. That actually went past the blue line, not even just the yellow line. So, all right, up by 2 points.
I think this blue line means a little something different than in
it
hockey.
Does. Yep. True.
Rose digs it out. Isabel blocked at the net. Terrific shot attempt by Early. Here goes Nicole.
Wow, great dig. What a shot by Nicole. Herder, great shot. So
KK still struggling there.
Yeah.
Tough break for her.
I think she loved that to get that one back. I'm not sure, just maybe took the eye off. You know, young player. Great point though by both teams. Herder had an incredible dig. Just couldn't finish it off.
So Lucy Gaudiano serving here for the Crusaders. Again, Clockers a little frazzled on that one. And suddenly it's a 1-point game. Again, that timeout
Yeah.
looming large here.
Actually, it's a tie game now, 21-21.
Okay.
Yeah.
Point was late on the board.
Late on the board.
KK digs. Isabel feeding Vitti.
That ball went wide. Yep. All right.
Okay, so Crusaders with their first lead of the set, 22-21. And we've got another timeout on the floor. Brian, you talked about all those timeouts in the Norwood game, and here we are with 3 timeouts in the first set.
You know, Coach Ray is going to try the same philosophy. Let's build some momentum, and that's why you have these timeouts. They're quick timeouts, 30, 45 seconds, catch a breather, get everyone focused.
Okay, so during the timeout, want to, of course, as always, acknowledge our terrific crew tonight. We've got Mackie Macatak Kotam. We have Luis Miranda and Jeff Hall. So at this point, this crew's pretty veteran. They've spent a lot of time working together. They do a great job. And again, as Brian always mentions, they are here early. They put in the work, and we are so appreciative that Brian and I can kind of just waltz in here, put on the headsets, and away we go.
Yeah, and today we're obviously dressed as our finest, which we'll talk about after the second set. But we do need a nickname for Jeff, I think. You know, we got the Mac Attack. I think Jeff was just Jeff.
Well, should we start calling him Monty?
Ooh.
Kind of go old school
Old school a little bit. I like it. You got the young and the old.
Here we go.
Little soft serve.
A little trouble with it. Free ball. Crusaders setting up on their end of the floor. Hard coming across. That's trouble and out of bounds. So the Coach LeBay timeout not as effective as Coach Penning's. 23-21 Crusaders.
So I know Early is hoping to get one more serve in before the set ends to keep this game, to keep this set alive. Deep serve to Nicole, Isabel. And that is
Early puts in the kill.
And speaking about Early, she gets the serve again. So that must be, you know, we talked about that last game.
Week, right.
So clearly that's
legal.
Okay. The game has evolved.
Apparently like a certain something else from when we were younger was illegal is now legal. So apparently is the push.
Yep.
And once again, the Crusaders find the soft underbelly, that spot right center court, between the front line and the back line. Yep.
I think that's about 4 or 5 points just on that one spot. So.
Okay, so we're looking at set point here. Libero looking to close it out. 24-22, Crusaders in the lead. Rose, Isabel, lefty for Van Beek.
Yeah, she's not a lefty, is she? I know that that's a second point with the left, but I think she's a righty.
Yeah.
Most of her spikes have been, but they're innovative. So we go
certainly, I mean, don't want to speculate. Wonder if there's an injury involved there. We're not going to speculate, of course, but yeah,
Smart
I
play.
don't remember ever seeing Gabby hit left-handed like that. Certainly twice in the same set. Deep push. Vitti sets. Van Beek, righty that time. Took something off it. Crusaders try to catch the Clockers napping. And KK again can't get the kill.
Yeah.
And that'll be a final here in the first set as the Crusaders win 25-23.
So that's the whole thing with any kind of sport. You know, it doesn't matter if you're up or down. It's really playing the entire set out, playing the entire game. They had a pretty big deficit to kind of overcome, and you know, the Crusaders are up 1-0 over here. So
absolutely. I want to also, while we have the break here, Brian, I want to acknowledge one of our viewers here live on YouTube on WACA. A big shout out to Pam Spickler, who says, "Go Clockers," and this is Lily Vitti's grandmother in Idaho. So, Pam, thanks for joining. Thanks for the shout out. I happen to be neighbors with your with your granddaughter. Just a wonderful family. Both your granddaughters are lovely. And again, thanks for watching. Thanks for checking in. And again, encourage the rest of our audience to do something similar to what Pam has, and we'll be happy to give you a shout out here on the air.
Yeah, Beth, keeping us honest and the communication, the interactivity. So thank you very much. I know both their parents, and I'm expecting for the winter they'll be watching their daughter Ava play basketball. So we have a little bit of a break. Does this mean our first at what's going on in Ashland, or do we want to?
Whatever you want, Brian.
Let's do that, because we're going to build to something else a little bit later. So.
Okay, so going around the horn, and for those of you who've been watching, we usually start with boys soccer. So why don't we go there? They are now 7-3-2, proud owners of a 4-game winning streak. They are now ranked number 11 in Division II power rankings, up 4 spots from last week. They were at Sutton earlier today. We don't have a final on that one, and they will host Norwood Tuesday at 5 at the middle school. Looking over at girls soccer, they improved to 4-8 after a 5-0 win over Bellingham and a 2-1 squeaker against Norton. They're ranked number 40 in Division II, up 8 spots from last week. So great job by the girls to move up that far. They still need to get up to at least 33 to make the playoffs. Their quest continues with games at Norwood on Tuesday and home against Dedham on Thursday. We'll have Thursday's game live here on WACA as George Tubin and Wayman Eng will have the call. A couple of great people, great announcers. Looking forward to that one. Encourage you to tune in. Looks like we have a little bit more time. So let's move on to girls field hockey, who unfortunately dropped to 3-8-1 after losing to Norwood 2-1 last Wednesday. They're currently ranked number 24 in Division II, up 8 spots as well from last week. Including today's game in progress against Wayland. They still have 4 league games and 6 overall left in their schedule. They travel to Dedham on Wednesday at 6 p.m., then host Holliston at 6 p.m.
So assuming I heard you right, volleyball, boys soccer, girls soccer, field hockey have all, in just ratings, have moved up.
And spoiler alert, football has as well.
And they knew football because we're Monday. They haven't played yet. But that's pretty impressive for all 4 of our teams, 5 of our teams. Mm-hmm. Golf is over right now.
Right. Boys and girls cross country, they don't run for a while, for like another week or so.
Yep.
And I don't think they really have power rankings for cross country.
I don't think so. But that's pretty impressive across the board.
Yeah.
From a ranking, so.
Yeah,
wow.
It was a good week for Clocker sports. I can't say the same for Philadelphia sports, but Clocker sports has a very good week. Okay, back to the action at hand. We're starting off with set number 2. The Crusaders took set number 1, 25-23, and they draw first blood. Make that the Clockers draw first blood here in the second set. You'll have to pardon my confusion. I'm sure our viewers are confused as well. We've got pink versus pink today, and the teams switch sides from first set to second set. So Clockers now on the right side of your screen. Rose Berliner serving for the Clockers. Nice soft serving.
Serve. Yeah.
Sneaks one in there. Nice job by Rose.
Maybe you have to be light pink versus dark pink. I mean, that's because both teams are pretty much wearing black shorts, pink shirts.
Would you say that the Clockers are more of a rose pink?
A rose pink. Oh, there we go. Thank you. And last Monday, Rose's family won one of the raffles from the bake sale. I think that actually went in, yeah. So speaking about Philadelphia, so Josh, how is
great transition?
Yeah. So we talked Monday. You had a tough weekend last weekend. You were in Philly for family. You went to the Phillies game. Yep. They lost. The Eagles lost. And for those, we'll let this point play out over here. Good dig by Angie with a nice little. Is that in?
Nope.
No, that hit right the logo. Like that's. Again, every court's a little bit different. I know Holliston to me is always really challenging. There's this one spot with the Ashland logo.
And the yellow line.
And the yellow line.
Faded yellow line.
It is. It's a little challenging. But that's why we're not refs and we're just talking.
Great attempt by Quinn, but couldn't get it out all the way out to the net from the back line. And suddenly the Crusaders are within 1. They, again, went on a terrific run in that first set. And looking to take command here.
We got server number 12. So we have a little bit of a break, the ref. So if you notice on the broadcast, you can't really see me, but you can see this gentleman next to me wearing a white shirt. Now, Monday you had a nice light blue shirt, a red P on it. today you're wearing this really handsome blue shirt with a cute little bear cub. Any reason why you're wearing this white shirt right now with a cub with a number 23? And I'm sure you'll want to show what there's a meaning for the jersey you're wearing.
Sure. It's funny you should ask, Brian. As Brian's well aware, we had a little wager going, as both the Cubs and the Phillies are each of our favorite baseball teams, Major League Baseball teams, were in action last night in NLCS. Though they weren't playing against each other, they both appeared on TV last night, both looking to stave off elimination. So the wager was that if they both lost, the Cubs and the Phillies, we would go with football-themed outfits today. But if one team lost, the other person would have to wear the winning team's jersey. So Phillies lost, Cubs won. So I am a man of my word, and I am wearing the number 23 Ryan Sandberg Cubs jersey from the Brian Side collection. It's extra poignant. And I'm already wallowing here between the Phillies, Eagles, and Flyers all losing on the same night last night. And might as well go with a Cubs jersey representing a player that was one of the worst trades in Phillies history, going from the Phillies to the Cubs and turning into a Hall of Famer.
Which I actually didn't know. I should have known that. And now this jersey he's wearing, by the way, great point. My dad got me this jersey when the last time the Chicago Cubs hosted the All-Star game. So there's a little thing on their right sleeve, that's the Cubby, from the 1990. So this jersey is at least from 1990, 1991. So Josh had, I had one rule, do not stain my shirt, because I probably have already stained it a couple times. The ball's coming our way. But I will give, then we'll get back to the game. So we've had two other fun bets. I have lost both of them, where years ago I bet them the Cubs would sweep the Phillies. They didn't. I wore my Philly jersey. And for those that remember, one of the worst Chicago Bear highlights, the double doink. We hosted the Abrams at our house for the game. The loser had to wear the other team's jersey, so I proudly wore my Eagles jersey. So
yeah, I think that was like Zach Ertz, if I'm remembering correctly.
Yes, I'm gonna do what I say, like be a goldfish. I'm gonna forget about this,
sure.
But you look good in red, white, and blue.
And the blue
Cubbies,
pinstripes, yeah.
You do look great.
Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it.
You do look great. I look better with my long blue Cub shirt, which I'll wear tomorrow night as well.
Cross-court attempt, answered by Quinn. Big hit here by Vinny, off a hand. Crusaders play it nicely. Coming back across with a little bit of backspin.
Yeah.
Drops it right in front of Rose. So point goes to the Crusaders. We're all tied up here in the second set.
So it's fun. I'm noticing a lot of the points are not always velocity. They're just finding the open space. Like even on that, it wasn't a high kill with velocity. It just found that open space.
Yeah, I mean, this is definitely a different style than what we've seen in the previous two broadcasts when we saw Norwood and Bellingham. They were all about power and velocity.
Yep.
That shot gets blocked at the net. Another attempt. Good try at a drop in there, but Crusaders recover. Clockers looking to set something up here. Big hit. Answered once again by the libero. It's going to be a deep hit. Into the net, no good.
Yeah. Great point, though. Like we're seeing a really good... I mean, the game ended 25-23, so just each point, with the exception of a couple of aces or winners, it's going back and forth. Great serve. What a day.
Trouble.
That was a great serve. I mean, we've commented a lot about Nicole. I think, to me, that was her best serve that we've seen. She changed it up a little bit. She didn't have a long run to it, just solid. Another one.
Terrific effort by the Crusaders. That was impressive.
That is, in basketball terms, you get a Tommy point for that. That's all effort. That's what the coaches like to see. Number 17 on the Crusaders, but
Faith in the gym,
yeah,
one of the co-captains.
Yep. Now Nicole's going from the right side to the left side, changing it up after two great serves. Took a little bit off on that one.
Like a good pitcher trying to change speeds and velocity. Recovered by early. She went up, came down, and then hit. Rose setting from the back. There's a big hit, but too far.
Little long, little deep. Good set. So Nicole got at least 2 points on her serve. That was Isabel with the set over there. Who we have serving? We have number 11, Lucy, Junior.
Yep, Claudiano.
Good serve. early. Isabel.
That's a little bit of trouble. Nice play. Get out of the scramble.
Good dig by Quinn. Vidi says, hello, goodbye.
Terrific play by Lily.
Yep, right down the line.
We got a proud grandmother watching here live on WACA. Pam, that one was for you.
Yep. No, Idaho doesn't have a baseball team. I know a lot of the Idaho folks are Cub fans, so I'm assuming them in are rooting for the Cubbies tomorrow night. Just deep.
Okay, so 1 and out there for early.
Quinn's coming back in. Good thing about the subs with the libero, it's a free sub. You don't have to really check in. It doesn't count. It's kind of like a freebie, freestyle, whatever the right volleyball term is. Nicole to Isabel. All right. Good hit. Good attempt to block, and just went out. So.
By the way, speaking of baseball, I saw that the Savannah Bananas released their 2026 schedule. Not back at Fenway this year.
Really?
No?
That is.
But they are playing at Gillette.
Are they? Gillette.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to make sure I heard that. Gillette.
You heard that correctly. They're playing at Foxborough. Okay. This is not the first time that they've played in a football stadium.
Yep. Great.
Point goes to the Clockers there. Nice play.
Yeah. I did hear on the news, like, they're trying to get bigger venues. So obviously a football stadium usually can hold some more people.
It looks like they're evolving their plan. First of all, they're introducing 2 more teams into the Banana Ball League, if you will. And it looks, well, let's let this point play out. Vidi serving deep and out of bounds. Yep. So it looks like any game involving the Bananas is going to be like at a major league ballpark, right? Because they are playing other major league parks, just not at Fenway this year. And then if it's a game not featuring the Bananas, it's probably going to be at a minor league stadium. So they're going to be playing around New England. They're going to be playing in Hartford, for example. So we'll have to see if Adam Kahn can hook us up with tickets.
Of course, yeah.
There.
Both him and his wife went to University of Hartford.
Who did?
Short over there.
Who went to University of Hartford?
They did.
The Kahns?
The Kahns.
They actually went to Hofstra. Hofstra.
Oh. I forget that. All right.
So hopefully Adam and Julie are watching.
Yep, all right. You are right.
There's an ace for the Crusaders.
Great serve. I got the H in the.
Right.
I clearly messed it up. Last time I played a little tennis with Adam. Another Eagle guy that's not happy right now. So.
Okay, this is Faith serving for the Crusaders, one of the co-captains. Rose digs that one out. Big hit there by Gabby. But she can't quite get there to block that last shot by the Crusaders.
That was number 10, Jensen Gonville Jr. Good block. Might have been blocking a spike back. 11-11 over here. Really tight game. Good dig by Nicole.
Long way to go for that libero. Yep. Up front now. Trying to feed Angie up top.
Yep.
A lot of free balls flying right now. Here comes a spike. Blocked at the net by Gabby. They get the point.
Get the point. Good job. Good defense. Defense to offense.
So, Brian, I feel like, in that Norwood game, the Clockers really dictated the pace of that one. They always seemed to be, in control. They did win 3 out of 4 sets. All those sets felt closer than they actually ended up being. Again, the Clockers won 3 sets to 1. But right now, with the exception of the start of the first set, it really feels like the Crusaders have been setting the pace tonight.
It's interesting. Again, those first 8-9 points, it's not what we were expecting, but I think the Crusaders, it's why I guess they're ranked number 3. Number 3, so.
Yeah, they play in the Dual Valley Conference.
Is that okay?
Division 5.
All right. It is interesting how even though there's 3 teams that they played against, Grafton, Millis, and Nipmuc.
Rose got away with one there. That block dropped on the wrong side of the net for the Crusaders. Point for the Clockers. Gabby Van Beek steps out. Laney Early back in.
This is the side that against Norwood, Quinn had some really impressive serves, went on that crazy run. Ooh, just drops in there. Nice serve. Took some velocity off.
Mm-hmm. Yep, a little bit more finesse than power.
Yep. It was like watching the way the teammates cheer when they're on the bench, and they're all a little different. That was like a swim, so it looks like when we get an ace or a winner. See, Rose, Isabel. Who's she going to? She's going to Nicole.
Misfire there.
Yeah, not something we see from Nicole.
Rare misfire from Nicole. The other thing I've been meaning to mention, Brian, I mean, it looks like the Crusaders have seen some tape, some video on the Clockers, because they are definitely staying away from the tall players there at the front line, just feeding balls over the front line. And again, part of that whole no velocity, no power, much more of the finesse.
Agree.
And it's been working for them so far.
Agree. Although that spike right there from Nicole was pretty vicious. It's all about, evolving in the game and changing it up and changing your methodology. And
here's Isabel Lai. Rose to Quinn. Free ball. Lily played that nicely.
Yep.
Cross court. Lily digs it out. Isabel. Corner for Nicole. Took something off it. Oh,
still alive.
Terrific play. They get it over. Gonna have to
play it off.
Still
alive.
Incredible.
Right. Great point so far. Ashland should have a shot right now.
Terrific plays on both sides of the net there. Play
Isabel
continues.
going in. To Nicole. Great point.
Ooh. Libero took a hard shot there. Hard-earned point for the Clockers on that one.
Great point. Just both teams defending. Some trickery over there. I love the Libero is fine. She's smiling. I wouldn't be smiling. I'd be in pain right now. Isabel with a great serve. Yep.
Well, you'd probably still be recovering from a Nicole Chin kill.
I just move away. Close my eyes, and it's like my tennis game. All right,
Okay.
so 17-13, and
another timeout called by the Crusaders, by Coach Kelly Penning. And going to try and kill this Clocker momentum. They finally have something going. They did not start off the second set particularly well, but they are in command right now by 4.
Yeah, it was a tight game, 1-1, and again, it's kind of like we talked last time. It's in any sport, it's momentum. Ashland has a little bit of that momentum. Hopefully, the broadcaster jinx doesn't come out anymore. But we got a picture over here.
You guys want, I think I could run a quick sponsorship ad here.
So we'll continue here for now. We do want to check back in Clocker Nation on WACA. We've got another person joining the chat, jumping in. This is Stephen Hoob from Indianapolis, Lily Vitti's grandfather. So, Stephen, thanks for joining. So far, it's an all-Vitti night here on WACA, and I'm not complaining about it, but even if you are not related to Lily Vitti, you are welcome to drop us a line here on the chat if you're watching live here on YouTube.
Yeah, appreciate the call-out. Vittis are representing right now on the court, off the court, in someone's neighborhood. All right, have a 4-point lead. Isabel back to serve. Nice low serve.
There's a free ball blocked to the net. Beautiful play by Early. Read it terrific.
Great job by the freshman.
So one of the few times that we've seen the Crusaders not try to arc it over the front line, and they pay the price.
Yeah.
Oh, Isabel spotting that serve, and Nicole gets away with one. Did you see the look on her face?
I did. That's what I mean with the way that Isabel serves the ball. It just, again, the Greg Maddox, it changes direction, and it's hard to defend.
Pinpoint control.
Pinpoint control.
What Maddox was known for. Drops another one in. Crusaders struggling a little bit. There's a free one coming over. There's Vitti. Big hit.
Yep.
Got a whistle.
Someone underneath or
some kind of a net violation.
Yeah. These refs are pretty tight. Like I saw in the JV game, they were on their game. So at risk of being an announcer jinx, it looks like the Clockers have solved the Crusader timeout. That is true. Still alive, great defense. Isabel saw the opening.
Almost snuck that past the back line.
Great job by number 12, yeah.
And there's a miss hit. Clockers get the point.
You know, again, I'm assuming number 12, that our roster, Maria Ramos, that's the name, senior captain. I'm impressed. She's like, again, the Ted Lasso, she's everywhere, the Roy Kent. It's just the way she defends, it's very effective, very clean. Wow, another great serve by
Isabel got away with one.
She did.
She just
Net
tipped
cord.
the net.
Yep.
So Clockers on a run here, 22-13, late in the second set. The Crusaders own the first set, 25-23. Clockers looking to tie things up here.
That one had some velocity.
Oh, yeah, she backed up the back line on that one.
Quinn, whoa.
Got a fist under there. Nice play, but a lane violation.
Yeah.
A net violation. Rose fell forward and went over the line.
Her momentum, but what a play by Quinn. I mean, you heard the slap of the hand. It's gone under. Great serving by Isabel.
Yeah.
Seriously, had a nice little momentum, and as always, she's just such a solid, consistent server. Unlike tennis, when the ball hits the net,
doesn't count.
Counts. Yep.
So Julie Montero serving for the Crusaders, trying to get her team back into the second set. Isabel sets. Lily cross court, answered by the Crusaders. Rose leaves it for Isabel. Big hit by Rose. Answer. There's your number 12 again.
Yep.
Maria. Couple of tips there. Does she have to go over with it? She does.
Yep.
Play continues. It's turning into a really good volley. Good touch over the double.
Oh, what a play by, that was Quinn.
Great spot by the Crusaders to drop that one in on the back corner.
And another great point, back-to-back, just some incredible athletic plays by both teams. Again, that's the second dig like that from Quinn. Taking her body out of the equation and just risking it all, but good point by the Crusaders.
Looked like Rose misjudged that one. She had a little trouble seeing that one come across. That one sails out of bounds.
Yeah, that was close.
Yep.
She goes for it every time, Nicole. And by the way, I'm very happy that's Quinn's mom that's doing some of the pictures for the slideshow. Our slideshow picture will have us with the Cubbies. So even in November, they will remember.
I don't think I'm ever going to see that slideshow.
We will make sure you
have
it.
Lily, nice
good try by Lily.
Cross-court hit. Here come the Crusaders. Dropped it right into that underbelly again.
Momentum. They're on a 4-point run right now.
So for the Clockers right now, I'd say just focus, just break the serve. 1 point at a time.
Agreed.
You need 3 to win right now, 22-17. But just break it and then move on from there.
So I'm noticing Coach Kelly Penning is 3 fingers up. Not sure what that means. Good return, Isabel. Oh.
Smart play.
Again.
Every once in a while, they just sneak one over there on the second hit, and they were able to catch the Crusaders napping and dropped it right in the middle.
Last year I called Isabel the professor. She's just you know, smart player. Let's see if Nicole can finish this off. Good hard serve.
That one's going backwards. Gonna have to go free from here. It's Quinn. Isabel, big hit by Early.
Early is not late on that one. Great shot. So we got point game over here again. Completely different kind of serve, Nicole, from Norwood, even from Bellingham. Just, it's not the long leap. It's just a couple steps, a nice long liner. Going deep. There we go.
It works. So the Clockers close this one out. 25-17 is your final here in the second set, and we are all tied up heading into set number 3 as the two teams will switch sides. Again, just want to call that out for you folks at home since it's pink and pink tonight here in Ashland.
Hey guys, can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to run out those ads if you want to take a quick break.
Okay, we're going to take a quick break here between sets number 2 and 3. You are watching Ashland Girls Varsity Volleyball on WACA.
Today's game is brought to you in part by Marathon Deli. Marathon Deli offers a full range of lunch and dinner items for dine-in or catering. Fine cold cuts, cheeses, and meats also available, in addition to specialty wraps such as the Mayflower wrap, as well as the Honey Bee wrap. They'll be sure to get your mouth watering. Serving Metro West for over 24 years, give them a call at 508-231-5600. 1859 or find them on the web at marathondeli.com.
Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Townhouse. Pizza, subs, roast beef, and more. Be sure to fill up with the Buffalo Chicken Calzone that's been called one of the best in the area. Located at 300 Elliott Street in Ashland, give them a call at 508-881-3010 or find them on the web at townhousepizzaroastbeef.com. And welcome back to WACA coverage of Ashland Girls Varsity Volleyball here on Friday night in Clocktown. I'm Josh Abrams, joined once again by Brian Syatt.
Team 516 over here. we do need shirts. Like, you have the WACA shirt, which I still need.
Mm-hmm.
Today we're going Cubby. We do need a 516. Again, for those that are new, that's both Josh and I have the same birthday, different years.
I am a little bit older.
A little older. Not that that matters. A little older, but May 16th. If anyone else on the call has a May 16th birthday, go ahead and share that on the chat. Yeah, let us know.
So if you're just joining us, you've missed a couple of great ones so far. Clockers dropped the first set 25-23 in a tightly contested first set, but roared back in the second. It was a tight second set there for a long time before the Clockers pulled away to win at 25-17. We head for the third set now. And again, both teams wearing pink tonight. So the two teams have switched sides. Clockers are now on the left side of your screen.
Yep. And again, I think it's not light pink or dark pink. Ashland is rose, pink rose, right?
Yep.
Is it rose pink or pink rose?
I would say rose pink.
Rose pink, okay. And the good news is we know we're getting at least 4 sets. That means in between this next set, we're going to go to the dad's joke. So we've been building this up a little bit. So we have not forgotten about that. But we knew we had some extra time and get the listeners a little excited over here. What does Josh have before the long weekend?
And just a reminder, because this is high school sports, our dad jokes are going academic this year. So last year I did more like sports dad jokes. This year we're going more academic.
And some animals. You've gotten, as long as you get the our friendly little.
All right. Well, we talked about koalas and marsupials.
That's what I'm
right?
talking
I mean,
about.
that's still
it's all education.
It's in the education realm.
And any level.
Yep.
Or my level when you get into the.
A little bit of
animals.
a hint. We're going to go science with this
Ooh.
one. Science. And we are underway in the third set. Lily Vitti, the opening server for the Clockers. Nice dig out. Going low was Rose. Feeding to the front of the net. KK played that one nicely. Rose digs another one out to Vitti. Big hit this time, and KK still can't quite find the range. Hits it well out of bounds.
Yeah, that ball went a little bit too deep again. Yeah, we do talk about Nicole a lot with her her kills or spikes, but she's also very effective on the back line when she's defending. So who do we got? Number 17, Faith Najem, senior captain.
Well, Quinn had a little trouble with that serve, but the Clockers recover. Free ball comes across. That was Tycia. Wow.
Still in. Ooh,
Great
good try.
effort there.
Good effort.
Nice try by Quinn on the end of that one.
Great dig by Nicole, and then KK, and Quinn did everything she could. Again, we talked about kind of the way that the Crusaders play a little bit. That was one of their really first kill velocity shots. Right?
And that one just led Tycia into the no man's land right in front of the net. Nothing much she could do on that one.
And I'm just looking, of course, at Coach Penny. So we have a number 2 sign. So obviously there is some kind of
calling out plays.
Yep.
Alignments.
So
Clockers catch a break there. An unforced error made by the Crusaders by Faith. So ball goes back to the Clockers, and that's Rose in the namesake jerseys.
Yep.
Be serving here for the Clockers. They're down 3-1.
One of our young defensive specialists, our DSs. Nice jump serve. And that went a little bit wide.
Sailed out of bounds. Yep.
Again, we're sitting. So I was on, when you're watching your kids play, you're in the stands. But where we are, it is so hard to see that yellow line. But that's why they have a ref on that side that can. So we have we got number 12, Maria Ramos.
Clockers catch another break as the dig just carried back over the net without any set or hit or spike of any kind.
Yeah.
And it looked like the Crusaders had an easy point coming up, but a miss hit, it sails out of bounds. Clocker ball, and Quinn Herter serving for the Clockers.
Yeah, she went for the, is that an ace? That is an ace. Again, Quinn, great serving this past Monday against Norwood, keeping that up.
The girls look like they're doing some kind of a line dance on those aces.
There's. You remember the line dance? Like, that was our thing, talking about going old school.
Right.
The Macarena? No, that's not line dancing.
No.
But now we all got that song in our heads. You can thank me later.
Tipped at the net. Play continues here. Vitti tracks it down to Rose. Big hit, tipped at the net, and recovered by the Crusaders. Going deep and out of bounds.
Yep. So obviously, we have Rose on. We have Ashland on our side, your left, our right. It is interesting. You almost tell when Nicole's going to hit the way that she kind of approaches it. All that momentum and just it's a great defensive play to block that by the Crusaders, but Ashland got the point.
Okay, a little too much net cord there for Quinn, so turnover here. Clockers down 5-4.
Got a quick little change in view. We're going to change our camera work, so we're going from where the Crusaders are. Maybe they want to get a better look of our outfits. I'm not sure. Wow. Can't believe that ball stayed in.
I can't believe the Crusaders were able to play
That's
it.
what I mean. There we go. That's early.
Just feed it early.
Yeah.
Great play all the way around there for the Clockers. And, again, a very impressive return by the Crusaders to keep that one alive.
Great.
Clocker point. And here comes the professor serving here on the baseline.
Isabel. But I liked about that shot with early. The spike was it just went right down. That's hard to defend. Great spike. Again, Maria with another dig. A little miscommunication, but they figured it out. Early.
Trying to feed the
good
hot
dig
hand.
Yeah.
Set it up again. Oh, no, to Vitti this time. Little deception by the Clockers. Free ball. Isabel to Rose. Going to have to go over. And does. Play continues.
Key with that, besides getting it over, if you get it deep like that, it helps. Rose, good defensive play. Isabel going to Nicole. Wow, liberos. Both liberos are just getting into on this point. See if it goes to Quinn. Here it goes to Quinn. To Isabel. Going to early.
Tried that quick set that time.
What a point so far. Another net cord.
Oh, tough break there. Early had the block, but it deflected off.
Yeah, great point, though.
Longest one of the night.
I think longest one of our 3 broadcasts. Like, that was impressive.
Very impressive. Great volleyball there.
I wish we had the name for the libero on the Crusaders, but both liberos on that point just very active, doing their job. We got number 3.
Julia Montero.
Julia, yep.
Feeding Nicole on the other side.
Wow.
Maybe that's all they needed to do was flip her over to the the near side or far side for us.
But she was on the far side or the other side. The ball went cross the net. Just very impressive play there. Again, IQ. Now gets the serve.
Quick serve.
Wow.
Snuck it by the libero that time.
Some line dancing. We need some music for that. It happens too quick. Is there an effective music for line dancing that you're aware of back in our day when we were the dancers?
I'm thinking of a specific movie right now, and I can't come up. Oh, it's Hitch. At the the end credits of Hitch.
Yep.
That's what this is reminding me of when they do the line dancing in that movie.
And that was KK. You know, KK's had been a little deep on some of her.
Yeah.
But on that block, I don't know if that's considered a block kill or just a regular block, but great point by KK.
Quick serve here by Rose.
Yep.
Not gonna wait around much for that one. Oh, blocked at the net and out of bounds. Early with a big play there.
Having a really good game. Good match by Early so far.
Mm-hmm.
The third really effective serve by Nicole. To Quinn. Where's Isabel going? To Vitti. Great shot. Good defense.
And credit the libero. I mean, that one was clearly going into the bleachers.
Oh, yeah.
She still hustled after it.
Yep. What coaches and family love to see. But great shot by Vitti. Cross country, cross court. Nicole, let's see if there's another quick serve, and she will.
Might have gotten away with one on there. 12 played it.
Yep.
That's Maria Ramos. But that one, that was going to be borderline.
It was close. It was close.
And a timeout on the floor called by the Crusaders as the Clockers have jumped up to an 11-6 lead here in the third set. So, Brian, let's quickly just go back and wrap up Clocker Nation. Sports-wise here, we talked about boys soccer, girls field hockey. We mentioned boys cross country, girls cross country. Just to let you know, the boys are 1 and 3, the girls are 1 and 2. Both teams are participating in a multi-school meet a week from tomorrow in Rentham. And of course, the football team finally back in action. They were on the bye last week. They are in Dedham tonight. Their record stands at 3-1. They're ranked number 7 in Division IV Power Rankings, up 2 spots. Travel to Holliston next Friday at 6, and then have 3 home games to close out their season, including Thanksgiving morning against Hopkinton. WACA will live stream all 3 of those games with Rob Silver and me behind the mic.
Yeah, you get Westwood, Norwood, and Hopkinton. Interesting schedule the way it works. They have this long bye, back-to-back road games. So you said they're ranked number 7.
Yes, number 7 in Division IV.
So almost every one of our teams in the fall have improved on the rankings since Monday. Wow, great serve.
Terrific serve. Great recovery here. They're going to get it over on the third hit. They do. Here's Isabel. What's the call there? They called that one as an illegal hit?
I think the foot went across. But Nicole, that's 4 very good, effective serves. And it is interesting, the way that she approaches her serve, it changes a little bit.
Well, here's Lucy Gaudiano for the Crusaders serving.
Yep, junior.
Wow.
Wow.
I don't think she could have done that if she tried.
Nope. Nicole did her best to try and get to that, but
well
Yeah,
placed.
there's no way to, that's like a, it's a play you can't defend.
Yeah, I'm sure she intended to hit it to that spot.
Oh, yeah.
Just the whole, hitting the net on the way over, I don't think was intentional.
Goes to Herder. Where's it going? To Vitti?
Touch.
Vitti says, anything you can do, I can do better with those little touches. So great job by Vitti.
Clockers take the serve right back. They're up 12-8 here in the third set. Each team has 1 so far tonight.
1-1. We have our 2 freshmen playing very effective, Nicole, and we have Early, who gets the serve.
Wow. Great recovery to get that third hit over. Quick set for Gabby. Crusaders answer. Good communication by the Crusaders there. That's going to be trouble. That's a big hit, and it's in play.
Yep.
Same thing. This third is not going to make it. Save the equipment, Brian.
The equipment. Here we go. I think I broke a nail. You got it?
I kicked it out onto the court.
Right. It's our defense. You know, it's just like easy when the ball goes to the pitcher. You just throw the ball out, but maybe at some point it's hard. I don't know. See it in Little League, but never in the big leagues until.
That was deflected at the net. Clockers continue. Vitti with the third hit.
Good long set. Oh, good block.
And it falls inbounds for the Clockers.
Yeah. Was that Van Beek or Vitti, or was it just
Vitti.
both? Was it Vitti? The way that Vitti kind of reacted, but.
Here's Early with the serve. Running start, big hit.
Good serve.
And right into that no man's land in front of the net. Nothing the Crusaders can do there. Clocker points. So let's see if Lainey Early can go on a run here for the Clockers.
Yeah, serving very well, very effective today. And of course,
and the announcer
you can
Jake
blame that on me.
again.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
We're now getting fan input that was your fault.
Oh, she heard me. I saw the look.
Everybody's an expert.
Yep. That's okay. Wow, great.
Got an early whistle there. It looked like a net violation called on the Crusaders. They're signaling a point for the Clockers. Once the whistle blew, I took my eye off the ball. I'm not sure if that landed in or out. It's a moot point anyway.
Yeah, I missed that, so.
I didn't see the violation either.
But again, these refs they're on their game today.
I feel like we're getting more of those whistles than we've had in either of the
Agreed.
other 2 games we've announced. that one went out of bounds.
Went out right.
On the serve. So
Yeah.
Crusaders get it back. Faith Najem, again, a senior co-captain for the Crusaders on the baseline.
Quinn.
Trouble.
Vidi. Wow.
That's the second time tonight that Vidi pulled one back that may
Yep.
or may not have gone over the net, that she redirected into a nice one-handed set to a teammate who knocked it down
Yeah.
for the point.
And again, it's that whole Quinn, Lily, Gabby play. We don't see that as often, but that's at least the 5th point with those 3. So
Well, Lily and Herder having a conversation just as the serve goes off. Lily calls for it. Quinn hunts it down to Taisia and can't get it over. She knows.
what I really like about the way Ashland's coached and the players, they do mix in the upperclassmen, the lower class. It's just the freshmen, sophomores, juniors, and seniors. They're just mixed in. So it's why Ashland continues to have good serve. That was a good serve by Maria Ramos. So the last against Bellingham and Norwood, we were always kind of highlighting one of the freshmen. I think today's highlight on the Crusaders is Maria Ramos, just very effective player, defender, now serving pretty well. Another good serve to Quinn.
Yeah, Quinn's dig sailed over the net, and Clockers fortunate, able to set into their own play, and Gabby gets blocked at the net.
Yeah, good
So
block.
rare to see that happen.
It is. So number 8 that's Emily Burkhart. She's had a couple, but she's had at least 2 blocks. So we're talking about they don't have as much height, but I think they have that one center that's very effective.
And right now, the Clockers struggling to solve Maria
little bit.
Ramos and her serves. And we've got a timeout on the floor. Coach LeVay has seen enough.
Good timeout.
Clockers still up 17-14 here in the 3rd set. And Brian, are we ready for the dad joke of the night?
I think now. So here we go. Now I know it's science themed, so.
So Brian, do you know why scientists don't trust atoms?
Why scientists don't trust atoms? I have no idea.
Well, because they make up everything.
All right. We're not ranking any of the dad's jokes. You were like A+ for A for the first 2. I'll give that a B. That was pretty good. I like it. I like it. Because when you're trying to get you're on the educational stuff, the science. It's. I got it. I like it.
Thank you.
It's good. It's good. We can keep that one for the future as well. So
Sure. And again, we encourage our audience here live on the on YouTube here on the chat. If you've got a favorite dad joke you want to share with all of us, be happy to tell it during a timeout here on the floor.
And that was my bad. Normally we kind of wait so that give folks to kind of think about, all right, what is the answer? And I kind of quickly jumped into it because my head was spinning a little bit.
It's quite all right. We have a limited amount of time in the
We do.
timeouts. We're just about to reset here in the 3rd set. Clockers up by 3, but Crusaders with the serve. Clockers trying to break this one. Smart play out of bounds.
Just out of bounds.
So that's good. I mean, the back line was really struggling to dig those out. They catch a break there. So mission accomplished with the timeout. Break the serve, get a point, and now Quinn Herder serving for the Clockers.
Nice little soft serve. Should have a good
Crusaders
return right
had a
now.
little trouble with that
Oh,
one.
that one I think just hit the
It
line.
did hit the line. That's the call.
Yeah. I thought that ball was sailing out as well, so I think Quinn letting that go, I think it just snuck into the corner over there.
Okay, so Jensen Gonaville, a junior for the Crusaders, serving here. This one does sail out of bounds, and that's the first time I've seen Jensen tonight, and she heads right back to the bench after that serve.
Try going down the line, missed a little bit to the right, hit the light blue line. We've hit the blue line, the light blue line.
I'll tell you, that corner gives and the corner takes away.
It's
much like the monster at Fenway.
That's right.
So here's the professor, Isabel, serving.
This one went a little bit more. That's a little bit long by number 7. Mia Besong, that's a junior.
I'm wondering, look, I feel like right now the Crusaders are going a little deeper. The rotation's getting a little longer here.
Quinn to Isabel.
Tough set,
To
but
early. Wow.
recovered with authority.
Yeah, yeah. I think Isabel and earlier, like, it can't just be about Vidi and Van Beek. So that's about maybe the 4th kill.
Starting to leave some calling cards for next season.
Seriously,
these
yeah.
freshmen.
But just the way that early, just the spike is just down in the middle, very hard to defend.
Blocked at
good
the net,
block.
but out of bounds.
Out of bounds, okay. Good try. Even if it's out of bounds, it makes the other team think a little bit.
Mm-hmm. So they all kind of, take their collective breath,
Yeah,
hoping.
yeah.
Okay, so Julia Montero back to serve for the Crusaders. Clockers up by 5. Starting to get a little late here in the 3rd set. Rose to Quinn up top.
Vidi
was
going down
Vidi.
the line. Yep. Here we go. Better gig over there. Isabel to Nicole.
I'll tell you, it felt like Rose was going to be like, go ahead,
Yeah.
put your hands
Yep.
up.
Yep.
I'm just going right through that
Yeah.
block.
I think, is that the first kill that Nicole tried in this set? It's been a while.
It feels like it's been
Yeah,
a while.
at least on our side.
And now she heads back to serve. Quick serve. Line drive over the net. Played nicely by the Crusaders. Quinn recovers. Was able to keep herself from sliding over the line.
That could be the play of the day. I mean, not only did she dig it out, but I don't know how she stopped from going over the line. That's impressive. Like, you and I would have just rolled over,
Yeah,
but
might have to talk to AD Pete Connery about how they're polishing these floors.
so I just saw the replay. I don't know how she was able to stop because all her momentum was going across. And
Yep.
that was pretty impressive by Quinn.
Maybe it was the pink jerseys that they
I
have
think,
more
yeah.
resistance
Yeah.
than the regular ones.
And her black jersey.
right.
Yeah. Great
So-
defensive play. So
With the timeout on the floor, let's give a quick shout out to the Clocker Club, the official booster club of Ashland High School sports. In the past 13 years, they've provided more than $100,000 to Ashland athletics. Their signature fundraising events include last month's golf tournament, which took place at Shining Rock, one of Brian Syatt's favorites in Northbridge, and a 5K scheduled for Sunday, October 26th. Registration, I believe, is already closed for that one, but go ahead and head over to clockerclub.org for more information. You can also learn how to get involved with the club and or purchasing a membership. Again, clockerclub.org.
dig by the libero.
Quick whistle
I think went over the line. Or no, two
on
hits.
a double hit
Double
there.
hit. Yep. Okay.
So again, these refs have been active.
They
They've
have.
really been enforcing net play
Yep.
tonight. And here's a chance for Rose to finish it off. I
Yeah.
couldn't even get the sentence out. She serves into the net. Play will continue, but the Clockers 1 point away from sealing this one up, 24-17.
Yeah, she has done the quick serve. That one, she almost a little too quick. Almost got a little impatient to try to sneak it in there, but still point game, 24-17. So if next time Ashland serves, either a tie or the game is over. It looks like the
game
game's
is
going to
over.
end. Yep.
So 25-17 is another Ashland final here in the 3rd set. So that's 2 in a row. Clockers win sets 2 and 3 by identical 25-17 scores. Of course, the Crusaders took the first set 25-23. We're coming up next on set number 4, where the Clockers have a chance to finish this one off.
Yeah, it's that first set. Ashland came out strong. Momentum changed a little bit, the Crusaders. But I think since then, even though it's a really good competitive game, I think Ashland has had a little bit of the upper hand and done an effective job serving. But again, 25-17, 25-17. But a lot of these points are going back and forth, and a couple of unfortunate unforced errors. But a really good competitive game, and it's why I guess the Crusaders are ranked, would you say, number 3 or 5 in their division?
They are number 3
Number
in Division
3, so
5.
yeah.
And again, they come in tonight with a record of 9 and 5. Again, record might be a little bit deceptive, just the fact that they started the season 3-0, and which would make them basically 6 and 5 ever since.
Yep. But again, both teams beat Grafton and Millis 3-0, so some like-kind opponents. Looks like coaches are going up some plays. They have a little coaches or player-only meeting right now.
Okay, and
Talking strategy.
before we get started with the 4th set, again, just one final thank you to our crew tonight, Mackie Macatap Kotab, Luis Miranda, and, of course, Jeff Monty Hall. Let's see if that Monty is going to stick.
We got to stick, yeah. We have to see how it works next week.
Very nice.
Yeah. Always doing a great job again. As you mentioned, they're always here hour and a half early before the JV team comes in. So it's a lot of work, a lot of effort. You and I just get to chat, look good.
Right.
Today really. Last week, you kind of like you dropped down a little bit with your Eagles or your Phillies, but you look great right now.
Thanks, buddy.
You look
Much
really
appreciated.
good. Yeah.
You lost some weight.
I've lost a couple pounds here and there.
Nice.
Yeah. But I also got a little haircut today.
So did
Oh,
I.
last night. You did. Was that earlier or just recently?
No, it was this morning. It was
It was
this
this
afternoon. It
morning.
was between, we saw each other for breakfast this
Yep.
morning, as is our
Tradition.
tradition with the Ashland dads.
Yep.
And was able to sneak in a haircut this afternoon, and here we are.
Yeah.
Got to look good. Got to look good to be on TV.
Looking for the TV. You got a long weekend over here. I think you have both your boys home.
Both my boys are home this weekend.
My guy's coming back from UMass as well for the weekend. So, although my Bears, we usually it's fun when when the kids come home. You got to watch the Eagles and the Phillies.
Yep.
Both my son and I are Bears fan. I apologize to my son Josh for converting him to a Bear fan. But Bears play Monday night, so we don't even get to see the. He'll be gone.
Okay.
So neither one of us, the Abrams or the Sides, will be watching our team on Sunday.
You can certainly do what we do. We have like a group chat going, and we just kind of live chat throughout the game.
Very true. Very true. And I don't think I play you in our fun social fantasy league.
Duh League.
The league. That's what it's called. The league. I got my
replacement for the Stack League.
I know. It's always going to be the Stack League.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's our baby. That's years and years of friendship with the families, the boys. I think it started with baseball coaching and
Yeah. But I think for fantasy football, I think we had a good 6-7 year run on that.
We did. Did you ever win? I never. I've gotten the toilet bowl, which is last place. I think
placed
twice.
in the money. I've definitely come inside. I don't think I ever won a
I don't know if
championship.
you've won. Yeah. I just wish I can get my the toilet bowl is for the last place, and I always thought that would forever be.
Right, resident in the Syed household.
But it's not, so I got to find it.
Okay, fourth set underway. Clocker's trying to close this one out tonight. Gabby gets blocked at the net again.
Yeah, but number 10 this time, not number 8. Number 10,
Yeah, that's
Jensen. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mentioned her name a few times earlier. So we got Viddy, Quinn, Nicole, Gabby, Angie, and is that KK? Yep.
Okay, so the Clockers catch a break. Serve goes into the net. They'll get their first serve of the fourth set here as KK heads out. Rose is in.
Which is interesting. Usually Lily starts the serve. This time Rose will do the honors.
Mhm.
Maybe it's because it's the pink rose color.
Just snuck that one over.
Wow.
Dropped it in.
That's impressive because the ball wasn't as high as I think as Nicole would have liked, and somehow went cross court and just, it didn't even hit the line. That hit in between. It was a great shot.
It was definitely in.
Yeah, took some velocity off and just.
Been seeing some really close calls on that specific part of the court.
There's always a hot cards in poker, and there's always a hot place where you want to hit it in volleyball. I think that might have been a carry. Yeah, two hits.
Double hit.
Yep,
Look at that.
double hit.
I think over the past two broadcasts we saw like one double hit, and again we're seeing a lot of calls here at the net tonight.
At least 3, if not more.
And I think they've all gone against the Crusaders.
Yes, they have. Great job by Quinn.
Gonna call that a
Go
carry.
far.
Okay. Yeah, called a carry there I think on Isabel.
Yeah. Again, we don't know the refs' names, but they're reffing a very effective game. Like everything is just, it's hard. Volleyball, I couldn't do it.
No. I have done it. It's hard.
It's very hard.
I just haven't done it anything close to this level.
Angie almost attempted, but there were some fans there, so she didn't want to injure them.
Sure.
But
Or herself.
That ball was probably going a little bit too deep, but good effort. So 3-3 game. We have one of our favorites, Maria, serving. Good dig by our.
I think Quinn got that one up on the forearm a little bit, and Nicole too hot to handle there.
Yep. Went for that corner shot. I got that song, Too Hot to Handle, Too Cool to. What is it, Too Hot to Handle? How does it go? Yeah, I don't know. It's my bad transitions. Yeah, Maria Ramos, definitely mentioned her name a bunch of times. Oh, good serve, good dig by Quinn. All right, good defense by, that's a second block from number 10, Jensen Gonville.
Yep, Gabby's going to have to make an adjustment going
Yep.
up against her.
Yep.
Crusaders, I feel like they're showing double height at the front line for the
They are.
first time
Yep.
tonight.
Number 10, number 8.
And into the net again.
Yep.
Another break for the Clockers.
Now we got Gabby. All right, we haven't seen, I don't think we've seen Gabby Van Beek serve.
Thinking the same thing. Very
Great
deliberate.
serve. All right. Gets her winner. Gets a little line dance.
Yeah, Emily Burkhart for the Crusaders, unable to handle that serve. I think she may have, wasn't sure where she was on the court.
Agree.
Couldn't decide whether it was going to go in or out.
Yeah.
Kind of a late decision to play it.
But it's why, when serving, whether it's an ace, a winner, you just make it challenging. Gabby's obviously known for her blocking, her her spiking, and now for her serve. Second great serve from Gabby. Lily, Fiddy to Rose. Good defense by the Crusaders. See, where's Fiddy going? She's going early. I think that was out,
Yeah, they called it out of bounds.
Yep.
And, we're talking a little earlier, Brian, about how it looked like the Crusaders had seen some video on the Clockers and had made an adjustment in how they were going to attack the net, that they weren't going velocity, they weren't hitting line drives, that they were arcing it over the front line. And on that volley, I really noticed Emily Burkhart. I'd seen her do it many times before tonight, and I finally made a note to actually look up the number and the name. She's been very effective there.
Yep, agree.
In arcing it over and letting play continue.
Yep,
not
totally
getting
agree.
blocked. So, point here for the Clockers, I believe.
It is, yep.
Okay, so Isabel Lai heading back to serve. She was pretty effective in the second set. Let's see if she can put something together here.
Let's see what she's going to draw up over here. Going left. Ooh,
Went right
almost
after
looked like
Emily
it, yep.
Burkhart there. Free ball coming over.
Wow. Isabel and early. Senior to freshman. And another great point that started with our libero, Quinn Herter. Just it's all about that first set, too. Because if you get a set, it gives the setter a good chance to kind of do her job.
And, Lainey's been doing a really great job of mixing it up, right? Like sometimes she's spiking or killing straight down, and that last one was just effective going deeper.
Agreed.
Almost caught the libero out of position, and a great scramble by the Crusaders to keep that one alive. Here come the Clockers, and a really confident, another deep hit there by Early to get the point.
I think, as you said, the confidence by early right now is probably at the highest and
that
well
we've seen.
deserved. Yeah.
And we certainly know Nicole Chin has confidence.
We do.
The other freshman on this team.
But just the way her kills, I mean, just strong velocity, short, deep. Isabel doing her thing with her serving.
Very effective serve there. Isabel setting.
Oh, wow.
Good finesse shot there by Nicole.
But it started with Quinn. Like, that was normally you see the back sets from on the hand. That was a back set to Nicole. Good job by Lily. Going back to Nicole. Bye-bye. Yep.
Point for the Clockers.
Yep.
I don't know if the Crusaders are starting to wear down here a little bit, but it really looks like they're becoming a little bit more deliberate with their hits. And again, without the velocity,
Agree.
they're giving the Clockers plenty of time to react and get into position and make a play. That looked like a double hit to me, but
close,
play
but
continues.
Oh, Isabel. Oh, good try by the libero. But again, part of it's the serve. Like the way that Isabel is serving, it just puts the defenders a little bit in a challenge.
Yep.
Because it's
somehow they're back on their heels a little bit.
back on their heels. But the way that she can change up her motion and everything. Look at that. That's low to Maria, who's still a great defender.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Okay, so rare mishit by Isabel there. Sends it out of bounds, breaking the serve. But Clockers had a nice little run there. They're up to 11-7 now.
Again, starts with defense. Maria Ramos. to me, if I was going to say defensive player on the Crusaders, I think it's all her at this point.
Mm-hmm.
With a lot of contributions, but she's just done a really good job in that back row, I should say.
It's the same play I called out in the last set. Nicole's just like, go ahead. I'm just going to hit it right through you,
but this time on the right, she's done a lot on the left.
Mm-hmm. So I was going to mention that Carrie Van Beek's nemesis, Jensen Gonneville, number 10 for the Crusaders, is out of the game, but I think Gabby is as well right now. Beautiful placement there by Isabel.
That's like the second and 3 points.
Okay, so a nice combination, and we do get a timeout on the floor as Coach Penning is going to try and disrupt the momentum once again. Clockers up 13-7 here in the fourth set. Again, Clockers hold on to win this one. Our night comes to an end.
Yep. Smart timeout. Again, Clockers are up 2-1. Crusaders won 25-13, and Clockers won the next 25-17, 25-17. And, clearly I think the momentum right now is on the Clocker side. I think that's a smart timeout by Coach Penny and trying to cool things down a little bit and get them.
Yeah, you can't let that deficit grow anymore.
Yeah. But I think this is why, you're seeing two really good teams, two teams that are growing in their divisions, highly ranked, and it's a fun evening. And by the way, cooled down a little bit. We got our first frost today, and you could tell in the Ashland High School gymnasium, nice and cool. You're not sweating in my very old jersey over there, which I appreciate.
Sure. Hey, look, it's my first time wearing long pants for one of these broadcasts.
And I have not done it yet, so I refuse.
All good.
I have not worn pants I've worn shorts most of the times because I'm working from home. Although I did wear a suit last weekend in Long Island. No tie. No tie for me. Good serve, good defense. That's going deep. Yep. Again, with volleyball, just like in baseball and softball with the pitching, it's all about that serve. It really puts the defense at a back. Wow, now she went a little soft on that serve.
Yep.
Early, good play by the libero. Keeps it in, good defense. Let's go, Nicole. Where's Isabel going?
Deep.
To Vidi. I think they hit the line. It did, yeah.
It didn't even reach the line.
Yeah.
Great play by Vidi.
Great job.
And I got to tell you, on that previous attempted kill by Early, I mean, she windmilled. She went
100%.
way back for that one.
Wow, great serve by Nicole.
Yeah, Nicole
good effort.
Nicole brings the velocity back, and the entire Crusader team went chasing after that one. Again, good collective effort by the Crusaders.
Agree. I love that. I mean, if you're a coach, even though Ashland won the point, all six of them were right over there. Yeah. They never gave up.
Strong line drive serve that time by Nicole. The Crusaders can't get it quite over the net. Again, Emily Burkhart there took a little too much off that one in the attempted arc to get it over the net.
If there's a theme of continuous improvement, I think that's Nicole from last game on Monday to today, just with her serves. Wow.
Seeing a lot of confidence right now. She's on quite a run.
And you don't need that traditional long back, throw it up. She's just, that's all velocity, but she's keeping it low. It's hard to defend.
No, she's giving the Crusaders a lot of different looks.
Yeah, that one right to left.
Yeah, we talk about we just so often that we do analogies with baseball, and what Nicole is doing right now is similar to a pitcher who just has like 5 pitches working, right? And the opposition just doesn't know what to do, doesn't know how to react, what's coming next. And we get yet another timeout here, another attempt to break the momentum that the Clockers have suddenly built here in the fourth set. It's now 19-7. I believe at one point this was an 11-7 game.
It was.
And Clockers on quite a run right now, trying to close this one out and start that long weekend a little early.
Yeah, and again, I think they've just had this great run, and hopefully I don't jinx myself again, so Quinn's mom might.
As long as Mrs. Herder doesn't hear you.
Yeah, exactly. But they've had just this great momentum. But again, it's all about, as you mentioned, in baseball, if all you have is a fastball, hitters are going to kind of learn, and they can just sit on it. If you can change it up a little bit, and Ashland has a few of their players that can keep them guessing. I'm still impressed with this Crusader team. Never give up. They were down a ton 7 points, 8 points in the first set, came back. And I think, the Clockers, they made them think a little bit. So they've come back strong in the second and third set and doing the same in the fourth set, thanks to some really good serves.
Yeah, I mean, look, this has been a great learning experience for the Clockers. This style that the Crusaders play is so different than what the Clockers had seen from Bellingham and from Norwood. Again, just the games that you and I have seen in person. I don't know what they've seen from the other opponents. But just based on what we've seen in now what is our third game this season.
Yep. And you can build on that.
Smart
That ball
play.
just went out of bounds, yep.
Because we're like the way Nicole reacted to that, I thought she thought it was going to be called in.
Yeah.
But point goes to the Clockers. Nicole gets to continue to serve.
Wow.
Libero, Nicole doesn't know. I think Nicole's worried she may have hurt
Yeah, I think she
Libero
was.
on that play. It's obviously not her intention,
No.
but Libero came out.
She did, and she's smiling.
She's smiling. But Nicole definitely got a little rocked by that one.
A little bit. You could tell, like, they're competing teams, but there's a self-respect. There's a respect for both. But, again, I'm looking at the libero. We don't have her name because of different numbers. She's been smiling ever since. And I do notice that with volleyball. And, of course, they have their handshake over there. Pretty impressive.
Libero back in, by the way. Okay. Great save there by Montero.
Yep.
Isabel over to Quinn. Here's Vitti getting it over the front line. Izzy kind of half dives for that one to Quinn. Over to Vitti again, cross court. Libero answers. Big hit, block to the net. Play continues. Good recovery by the Crusaders. Another one right at the net. Another block and sailing out of bounds.
Still in.
That did not go over the right way, and it's going to be a point for the Clockers. What I meant by that, Brian, is that if it came on the inside of that pole, so it actually sailed over the net but out of bounds.
Yeah. So I'll just say this. I think the coach Ashland didn't realize it was still playing. They were celebrating maybe a little bit too early.
I was watching the ball. That's a good eye. That's a good eye. Oh, great placement there. And
'cause I did notice that even when the Crusaders, even if they lose the point, it's never because of lack of effort.
Right, they don't give up.
They don't. I mean, they're flying around. So let's see, 23-8. Quinn's going to try and close this out. Again, Maria defending to Nicole. Going deep to number 2.
Yep, I noticed Hassini Reddy.
Hassini Reddy's in, yep.
It's the first time we've seen her on the court, so good to see her getting a little playing time here late in the fourth set. So point goes to the Crusaders, 23-9.
There's our libero, our no-name libero. To Quinn. Still in.
Great effort, but
Great
out
effort.
of bounds.
One-hander.
Yep, blind.
Yeah. Small little run by the Crusaders.
Reddy. To Isabel, back to Reddy.
Ashland should have a chance over here.
Oh, tough dig
who's
there.
Isabel going to? A little too deep. That's 3 straight points from the Crusaders, the young Crusaders right now.
Yeah, and again, this libero's been effective serving all night long. But the Clockers, don't want to let the Crusaders hang around here too long.
Good dig by Hassini Reddy.
Yeah. A little trouble getting that one over the net.
Yep.
She knows. So the Crusader serve continues. It's 23-12 now. That's trouble.
Yep. And coach is letting them kind of figure this out right now. 23-13, still a pretty big lead. Okay. Nicole to Isabel to Van Beek. Good dig by libero.
It's a little trouble at the net, and that'll do it. Finally break that serve.
Yeah.
Brings up match point or set point, 24-13. Vitti, who started things off tonight back in the first set, looking to finish it here in the fourth.
Two of our most active listeners in Idaho. Good serve. Good dig by Hassini.
Too deep.
Yeah, it's a little too deep. All right, so 24-14. Point game.
And Faith Najem, senior co-captain for the Crusaders, back
She
to serve.
needs 10 straight points to keep this game going.
And that'll do it.
Was that Herder to Vidi to Van Beek? I think we
I was too busy making sure I got the score before they took it off the
they usually
board.
do that pretty quickly over here.
So your final tonight, your Ashland Clockers topped the Crusaders of Whitinsville 3-1. Again, the Crusaders took set number 1, 25-23, and it was all Clockers the rest of the way, 25-17 twice. Set 2, set 3, and then 25-14 just now to close it out here on a Friday night in the Ashland gym. So the Clockers, they are going to move on and move up to 10-6, while the Crusaders drop to 9-6.
Thank you. One of our fans just told Josh he looks really good in his Cubs jersey, and
listening in on the broadcast.
I agree. That was one of the parents that I saw earlier, and he was excited to enjoy our Philly, Chicago stuff. So thank you for that.
Okay, so again, your final tonight. Clockers take this one 3-1. They will move on and play at Lincoln Sunbury Tuesday at 4:15, then back here to host Westwood a week from tonight at 6:30. Brian, any final thoughts before we wrap things up?
Yeah, I'll just say this for the Crusaders. Very, very impressive on how their composure, their defense, ton of effort. Big shout out to number 12, Maria Ramos, the Lombardo, and their team. Great group of fans, by the way, very respectful. From the Ashland side, I think Early had probably one of her best games defending. Always impressed with Isabel, the way that she her serves. Quinn had a good game. I think everyone kind of contributed in their own manner. Good competitive game. I think there's a reason why Ashland is ranked number 12. I'm expecting them to continue to improve on that as well. And on Chicago Cub Day, I enjoyed myself. So as always, Josh, enjoy the conversation with you and our crew. And long weekend ahead. Going to be a little chillier. We're going to get some rain finally in Ashland on Sunday. But
well, Brian, I'm going to pin you down for one more thing before we close things out. You mentioned a lot of good play tonight from both teams, specifically the Clockers. But we got to pick one.
I do.
Who is, in honor of our colleague Rob Silver, who is your Silver Star of the game?
So I'm going to go today, and I'm curious what your thoughts. It was really I'm going to go between Early and Isabel. I'm going to go just with Isabel. I felt like the way that she was able to control her serve just creates a ton of offense. And so I'll go with Isabel. I'm not sure what your thoughts are.
I think
it was
that's
tough.
a good choice. I think one of the things that she did especially effectively, I really noticed tonight, that is underrated and maybe even unseen, is that she was setting a ton of those points. I mean, she did a great job setting. And we talk so much about the kill and the big hit, and so often it's that setter that goes, the unsung hero. And I just want to call that out tonight because, again, in addition to the serves, she was very effective in the serve, but the sets tonight, I think, made a huge difference.
Yeah, and she's a setter. And that technically is her main job or responsibility, and doing that as effective and smart and getting some points. Agree.
Okay.
Great fun night. We have at least one more. Hopefully we get the playoffs on, October 21st, I think, against Holliston Senior Night. A lot of seniors, so if you're not in the building, I think it's a Tuesday, early 5 p.m., welcome us, everyone, on WACA, and Josh will let you close it out real quick.
Okay,
just look at that video. I just want to make sure everyone can see you're nice. And we have two parents in your view right now, but you look really handsome, really great in the Cubbies, and I'll let you wear that if you want in a future game.
Okay, well, I certainly appreciate it. So for our crew tonight, Macatak Kotab, and Luis Miranda, Jeff Monty Hall, for Brian Syed, for all of us here at WACA, I am Josh Abrams saying good night, thanks for watching, and go Clockers.